In 1995, when I joined the Louisiana Wildlife Federation, it had somewhere around 20,000 members. I had no idea when I joined that organization that I was the only black member. And as I traveled around the country, I came to the realization that Louisiana was not alone, that the majority of the organized conservation organizations in this country did not look like America. They were not diverse. So I began to dig into the history. And as we moved into the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, I came to the realization that much of the segregation in the conservation movement was due to the fact that poor people and people of color had a list of issues that consisted mainly of issues like next month's rent. How do I keep my kid off drugs and alcohol? How do I get a quality education? How do I get adequate health care? At that time, depletion of the ozone layer was not a priority issue. And even today, with the many economic issues that are faced by the poor and the challenges that are faced by the poor, climate change in the poor and people of color communities have not been a priority issue. But the other realization is this, is that the conservation movement will not be successful in its endeavor to clean the planet for next generations unless the conservation movement looks like America. The answer to gluing people together from all walks of life was written back in the 60s by a gentleman by the name of Dr. Martin Luther King III. Dr. King turned those battles into a movement. And he was able to do that because he brought people from all walks of life, from all economic parts of the ladder, from all ethnic backgrounds. He brought them together around the common issue called civil rights. It is with that same recipe that we can change America with respect to environmental conservation issues. We now have a galvanizing issue that can engage the environmental justice community, the habitat protection community, government organizations, non-government organizations, the labor community, the faith community can bring everyone together. And that galvanizing issue is global warming.